and it's all free. Go to foxnews2go.mobi. That's foxnews2go.mobi.
Some people would call him a loser. He ran for state office. He was beaten. He started a business. He failed. He ran for Congress. He lost. He was nominated for vice president. He lost again. But he knew only those who never try are the real losers. And Abraham Lincoln was no loser. Persistence. Pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
In a study involving more than 2,000 people, those with slimmer waistlines showed higher cognitive ability than those who were overweight or obese. Our pets improve our character and make us much better people. If your partner's the one who's stressed out, we know that you will be 25% more likely to be affected than a stranger would be. Yeah, be careful because stress is contagious.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Don't get caught without your daily source of senior deals. Pick up your copy of the Senior Voice newspaper. It's your source for schedule and events tailored to seniors with information you need, like a list of free events in the area. We even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company to you that fits your needs. And all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about them. For more information, call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223. And pick up your copy of the Senior's Voice at most any business up and down the 200 corridor.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 840-0750. That's 840-0750.
Let's give it up for old asphalt and a new pair of shoes. Let's give it up for a good rhythm meeting a sweet melody. For a church cookout under clear skies. Let's give it up for good things coming together, like bundling your auto and other policies together with an Allstate agent, which can save you time and keep you better protected. Let's give it up for good.
To receive your comparative insurance quote, contact the McDonald Agency at 622-2333.
Located next door to Silver Spring State Park and a few minutes from historic downtown Ocala, our award-winning Holiday Inn Express Hotel and Suites of Silver Springs is the place to stay for a friendly, memorable, and fun experience. Enjoy our fast and free Wi-Fi, complimentary hot breakfast, and free parking. Whether you're in town for work or play, our friendly staff will make you feel right at home. That's the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Silver Springs.
Proud sponsor of College of Central Florida basketball on WOCA The Source.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
The most trusted name in news, Fox News, every half hour, only on 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
WOCA.
All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. It's going to be chilly this weekend, at least in the evenings. It was nice this morning, though. I kind of like a little one extra blast of cool air before we begin the hot summer months, right?
Yeah, it is gorgeous. I love every day.
So before we do the serious stuff, I'm going to try to do the serious stuff as kind of briefly, I guess. But
okay.
But anyway, so Betty White is in the news because she was on the Oprah Winfrey show.
Oh.
And Oprah asked her about any regrets that she might have, right? And so did you hear this already?
No, I did not.
She's 93 years old, and I know Joe Martone has some stories about Betty White, but Joe, I guess, worked with Betty White for some time.
Yeah, in theater. It's so wonderful.
Anyway, so when Oprah asked her if she had any regrets, she said she regrets that she spent wasted a whole year, because she kept telling Alan Ludden, that's the guy's name, Alan Ludden, that she didn't want to marry him. So she wasted a whole year telling him no. She didn't want to leave California. I won't move to New York. I wasted a whole year we could have had together, but we made it. We finally did. So she regrets that year. But I guess he was proposing to her, and she kept saying no.
Well, that shows he really loved her. He wanted her.
Yes, it does.
The whole year, he never gave up.
Yeah, yep. She does not regret anything to do with her first 2 failed marriages. She married U.S. Army pilot Dick Barker in 1945 and Hollywood
Bob's
agent...
brother.
I'm sorry?
Bob's brother.
What's that, Bob's brother? And Hollywood agent Lane Allen in 1947. But White said they were just not right for her. She said, I had lovely relationships with them, but nothing in the league of Allen.
Oh.
Isn't that sweet?
That's so sweet. That's very, very sweet.
There you go.
And that's a wonderful regret. I thought it was going to be something horrid, but that was really
that's
wonderful.
a wonderful point. Yeah, it's
Yeah, boy, they were really in love with each other.
All right, so.
And also, she premiered on Golden Girls.
She was on Golden Girls. Yeah, I don't think that was her premiere, but you're right. She was on Golden Girls. All right, so Dave Schlenker is one of the writers for the Star Banner. I guess you all know that. Great photographer, wonderful guy. Just a sweet guy, if it's okay to say a guy is sweet.
Yes, it is.
But anyway, he wrote an article and he included us in on it because of the fact that the article is basically about the Marion County Literacy Council and the things that are being done around town to help raise money for them. Now, this is the Kiss the Horse campaign. This is our 4th year participating in that, and we're not the only ones, and we've hopefully made that clear. So one of the other guys was on the Voice of Ocala yesterday with Buddy Martin.
Jim Ross.
Jim Ross, yes.
Yeah, and Dave's partner in crime.
James Barton, I didn't know he was Dave's boss. I didn't realize it. That's what he writes in the article.
Yeah, I thought Dave was the top guy.
So he's the Star Banner managing editor, Jim Ross. And I guess I don't know the hierarchy of anything.
No, but Dave's tops in our book. Dave's always there for the community, always.
Yeah, well, and he wrestled with Dory Funk. You would have liked to do that, Doug. You would have liked to wrestle with a professional wrestler, right?
I'd love to.
You think you could take him down? You think you can pin his shoulders to the mat?
I could try.
You could try. Well, Dave did it last year, and
2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago. I'm sorry, and raised a lot of money, and more money than anybody else, and that's how he won the Kiss the Horse trophy that year.
Yeah, Dave took it for the team.
And there's a couple of other things too, and we have like we mentioned before, we have coming in later on.
Dr. Tim Conway.
Tim Conway,
from
thank
the
you.
Morris Center here in town. He helps children, by the way.
So Dave mentions the star-gazing thing. I'm trying to find it on here.
Yep.
We need to get a list of all the things so we can promote all of them.
Yeah. We have 3 so far.
Also, Dave is doing a JPEG festival. He'll be taking pictures at his studio near downtown Ocala. You can have your photo taken in a professional studio for $10 per digital photo. The photos can be silly or formal, and the money goes to the Literacy Council.
Is that tomorrow? He's doing that, or is that like an ongoing
We'll have to call him and ask him. I don't know.
Yeah. We should get our photo taken by Dave.
Yeah.
We should. Then we can contribute to his campaign.
Yeah. So anyway, for those of you who know what we're doing, we are, well, if you don't know, we are playing music. We're strolling musicians. Robin plays mandolin. I play accordion. We'll walk through your event. It can be a 1-song walkthrough, a drive-by. You can have us there for an hour, 2 hours.
Yep. It can be a wine and cheese event.
Don't make it any longer than 2 hours, please.
No. We get hired for wine and cheese events a lot. Those are really
wine and cheese is popular. Yeah.
Yes.
Wine and cheese is popular, but we can do the Oktoberfest thing, even though it's only March.
Yeah, we can, and we can just do a 1-song drive-by if you want, or whatever you want.
And if
any donation.
And if you make a donation, you don't want us to do that, and we've had a few already who've come in here and dropped off some cash or checks.
Thank you.
Thank you, and I have a thank you gift for you if you've done that. I have a new album out.
Yes, you do.
A new musical album. It has nothing to do with accordions, by the way.
It's a good one.
Anyway, it's called That's Why God Made Rocking Chairs. Mm-hmm. Has 15 songs on it.
Yep.
And I do not have a major label contract with a record company, so I use CD Baby if you're familiar with how independent recording artists do music.
Yep, and it's on iTunes. Just go to iTunes, Google Larry Whitler, and there you are.
I know, but see, I don't want them to do that because I want them to get it for free.
Well, they will, but they can hear it. Snippets of it.
I see what you're saying. Yes, you can listen to samples of it on iTunes.
That's right.
But anyway, so if you make a donation, and if you have already, please come in here because these didn't arrive till yesterday. Mm-hmm. So now that I have them, what these are download cards, and you go to cdbaby.com, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. /redeem, and then you enter a code. The code is good for one download only. So you can download all 15 songs for free.
Yep.
Just as our thank you for the contribution for the Kiss the Horse thing, and as an encouragement. So if you don't want to hire us with the Oompa surprise thing, come by the station. If you drop off a dollar amount of any amount, doesn't matter how much it is.
Exactly.
You'll get one of these download cards, and I think the CD sells for $9.99 on
Yes.
iTunes.
Yep.
So it's not that big of a gift, but it's just a little token of our appreciation. All right, now let's talk. Speaking of money. All right, this is the serious one, and then we're going to talk about kebabs.
Okay. I like kebabs. They're fun.
Hidden within House Resolution Bill number 2847 is a little-known provision known as FATCA. The first part of the law went into effect last year. The rest of it will roll out through the end of 2018. It says few Americans have any clue about what it is. But FATCA actually stands for the Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act. Like many problematic pieces of legislation, this one sounds innocent enough. But it has major repercussions, which could expedite a worldwide flight from the United States dollar and ultimately result in billions in potential losses for U.S. citizens. For one, this law means any institution that deals with U.S. dollars has to now comply with the IRS, which means many institutions could essentially stop dealing with U.S. dollars.
Gosh. Gee. That's... whose idea is
For another, this law makes it increasingly difficult, if not impossible, for the average American to get some of his money out of U.S. dollars and into more stable currencies via foreign banks. I guess if you wanted to. Already we've seen two of the largest banks in the world, JP Morgan Chase and HSBC, set all sorts of new rules and regulations surrounding international wire transfers and how you can get your cash out of the bank. Many small banks have reportedly followed suit. We've heard several reports already of banks now refusing to accept American citizens' deposits, and this trend is likely to accelerate rapidly in the months to come. Now, somebody who knows money better than I will have to explain to me what this all means. It's probably doesn't... I don't have enough money to even worry about this, I guess. But I know that we're all part of the trickle-down economics. I think Ronald Reagan coined that, right? So I guess this would affect us somehow indirectly. It says here, this new law is a clear example of what are known as capital controls, and this is exactly what broke and desperate governments do when they know the value of their currency is about to collapse. We've seen governments around the globe pull these stunts over and over again right before a currency devaluation or collapse, and now it's happening right here in the USA. Porter Stansberry, the founder of a Baltimore-based financial research firm, says, quote, and then I'll take a phone call, the same financial problems I've been tracking from bank to bank and from company to company for the last 6 years have now found their way into U.S. Treasury. What it means is critically important to every American. All right, we'll be right back.
FWC.com. Safe boating is no accident. It'll be mostly cloudy and breezy today with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm, the high 76 to 80. Clearing skies tonight, breezy and cooler, the lows ranging from the mid-40s in a few inland spots to the mid-50s at the coast. Sunshine, breezy, and chillier tomorrow, the high 66 to 70. Sunday, sunny but quite cool, high 66 to 70. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
So you need a credit card, but how do you choose? Let's compare the big banks to Florida Credit Union. They have rewards, and we do too. They have customer service. Hello, 24/7. They have celebrities. Hey, Danny. But with Florida Credit Union, there's no annual fee, no liability for fraudulent charges, and no 22% interest rates. Choose Florida Credit Union, and you'll not only have a great credit card, but you'll have the support and personal touch that the big banks, well, can't touch. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Federally insured by the NCUA.
All right, 14 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Let's just continue to talk about this currency story. I know the phone's been ringing, so I'll take some of the calls now. We might have to put our kebab bit on hold for another time. Good morning. You're on the air. Thank you for waiting.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning. I have a one-word answer. Bitcoin.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right. I'll hang up and continue.
Whoop, he hung up for sure.
Yeah.
Really about that. Yeah, well, Bitcoin. So I guess he's implying that we start using the Bitcoin instead of the U.S. dollar, right?
And we had that story in News Bites a couple of weeks ago where, like, one of the head guys of the Bitcoin trade absconded with all of the cash.
But if you use an alternate currency, is it somehow betraying your own country? I don't know. I don't understand if that does or doesn't.
I think so.
It seems like it would, right?
Yeah, because they wanted to make the euro worldwide, and people in the U.S. didn't want it. Some countries overseas are using the euro, and they're regretting it now. I just think this is a move to make a one world currency.
See, well, that could be. I don't really understand money. I'll be honest with you. I just don't understand it. If I was a gazillionaire and I wanted to have a building built in a country that didn't have American currency, I would just change it over.
Exactly.
The same thing even with small money. When you go to Canada, for example, you change your money into their money, and
or Mexico, sure.
Well, yeah.
Any country.
And you just buy with what? I don't know. See, somebody else out there smarter than me help me understand.
And that happened, of course, during the Civil War. There was, they created the Confederate dollars, and then when they lost, it just, there was no value at all, and that's what will happen to the U.S.
Okay,
dollars.
so that's what we worry about. Okay, Porter Stansberry, did I mention him before? He's the founder of a Baltimore-based financial research firm, and I read the quote from him. He went on to say, this is what I was trying to get to before the break, the next phase in this crisis will threaten our very way of life. The savings of millions will be wiped out. That's his prediction.
Yeah.
This disaster will change your business and your work. It will dramatically affect your savings accounts, investments, and retirement. It will change everything about your normal way of life, where you vacation, where you send your children or grandchildren to school, how and where you shop, the way you protect your family and home.
Exactly.
Porter Stansberry and his research team have put together a full written analysis of not only what they believe will happen next, but what you can do about it. And that sounds like it's a pitch to sell something. I don't know. That had a red flag go up for me.
Yeah, but you think the White House would be right on top of this, coming on the air talking about it, trying to alleviate fears or explain it.
Robert, the president endorsed us for Kiss the Horse, okay?
Oh, that's right, he did. Thank you, Mr. President. That was fun.
All right. Anybody else want to comment on that story? Going once, going twice. You are welcome to interrupt me as we talk about kebabs now.
Okay.
From a very serious topic to a more serious topic, things you can eat off of a stick. Are you ready for some of these ideas?
Yeah, I can't wait. I love this.
By the way, if you need a butler,
yes,
Jim Ross over at the Star Banner is working as a butler for $25 a gig.
He'll iron your newspaper.
What's it for, an hour? Is that
an hour? $25 an hour, and you can hire him for as long as you want to.
And you can hire us for a tip, for a contribution of any amount to the Literacy Council.
Yep, donation of any amount for us to
If you bring in a dollar amount here at WOCA but don't want us to come play, you'll get a download card so you can get the free new album that was just released March 16th, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Called That's Why God Made Rocking Chairs.
Yeah. Any amount donation.
All right, let me tell you about the kebabs. Here's for breakfast. Are you ready?
All set.
You take Eggos.
Okay.
And you cut them up, and then you put between them little pieces of fruit, and there you have, voila, an Eggo kebab.
Oh, that's a clever idea. Waffles and bananas are good with strawberries.
You take
Yummy.
quiche and strawberries, and you put them together. And a quiche and strawberry kebab.
Oh, is quiche like strong enough for that? I bet it is.
I don't know.
Wow.
What is quiche? Is it an egg product?
Yeah, it's like a pie, with egg and whatever you want to throw in there.
French toast kebabs. You make French toast.
Mm-hmm.
You cut it up into little squares, and use Texas toast so that they're big, thick squares.
Oh, of course.
And then you put them on sticks, and between the pieces of French toast, you put little berries, like blueberries, for example, and you have another breakfast kebab.
You introduced me to Texas toast. I didn't have any clue, and boy, is that good.
No, I was working at an assisted living facility, and I was taking some of the residents fishing. And so I went into the kitchen, and I said, can I make some sandwiches for the residents? He said, sure, go ahead. And I got the bread, and it was so thick.
Yeah.
I said, well, this is the thickest bread I've ever seen. He said, it's Texas toast. It wasn't toasted, but it was called Texas toast.
I had never seen it before. Good idea.
All right, the buckwheat breakfast blini kebab.
Oh.
It's basically buckwheat mixed with blini.
No clue what either of that is. It must be from England. I've got to figure it out.
All right, the bacon, sausage, and ham breakfast kebabs with Marionberry cinnamon barbecue sauce.
Oh.
This is all food on a stick.
Oh, that sounds like an adventure.
Sounds good.
That sounds adventurous.
The egg and bocconcini breakfast kebab. Egg and bocconcini.
Okay, don't know what that
Skewer
is.
tiny rolled omelets, tomato and avocado with bocconcini, which is small balls of mozzarella. Oh, that's what
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Bocconcini.
Maybe it's bocconcini. I have to ask Joe. Bocconcini. Small balls of mozzarella, or he says mozzarella.
Yeah.
That's how Joe likes to say.
Joel, no, because he's
that's a super satisfying, healthy breakfast that's just indulgent enough.
That sounds good, by the way.
Another breakfast kebab.
Yeah.
What is sheesh?
Sheesh?
Yeah, well, there's. I always heard the word sheesh before the word kebab.
Oh, shish kebab. Shish kebab.
Right.
Shish. How do you pronounce it? Sheesh?
I don't know.
Shish kebab?
So what is a shish? Is that lamb?
I don't know.
Okay.
I honestly don't.
Stuffed almond butter and strawberry jam French toast kebabs. There you go.
Okay.
It's another breakfast kebab.
Yeah.
Now move on to lunch. You can have the whole day. You have a kebab party.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Have a kebab party. All kinds of kebabs.
I made fruit kebabs, but that's all I've
Peanut
done.
butter sandwich kebabs. You basically make peanut butter sandwiches with whatever you want, cut them into little squares, stick them on a stick, and voila, you have peanut butter. By the way, yesterday we went to this new restaurant called Freddy's. And Freddy's is a hamburger joint, basically. And they have something called custard as opposed to ice cream.
Yep.
Which I don't think I've ever had. And if you didn't tell me it was something different, I think I would have called it ice cream. But you, being the more connoisseur of custard,
because I'm from
asked
Milwaukee.
me if I noticed the difference, and I really didn't until I got through all the other stuff that was on top of it. Then when it was all by itself, I could say, yeah, it's a little creamier.
Yeah,
But I wanted to tell you that if you go to this place, Freddy's, it's in the old Miami Subs building, which is also the old Chick-fil-A building on 200 and almost up to the interstate.
Yep. Next to Casual Mail.
They have a special sauce for your French fries.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
We didn't know until we were done. So we walked out of the building and saw the special French fry sauce and thought, well, we should have had that.
Yeah.
And it's the tiniest little French fries. They're like shoestrings or something.
Yeah, like shoestring potatoes.
All right, here's one. Tomato soup and French basil and cheesy pancake kebabs.
Okay.
Now, you cannot put the tomato soup on the stick.
I was wondering about that.
But you serve a bowl of tomato soup with the fresh basil and cheesy pancake. The pancakes are rolled and then cut with cheese in them.
Oh.
I've never had pancakes with cheese. Okay.
No. Well, cream cheese I've had them with.
Then there's the classic club sandwich kebab.
Okay, that sounds like I would like that.
It's such a simple idea. You just simply take make sandwiches, cut them up into little squares, put them on sticks, push between the little pieces, whatever you want. Little tomatoes, a little bit of lettuce, whatever you want. And voila.
Wow.
Voila. You say a V or W. Voila.
Voila. W.
And then there's the no bread sandwich on the stick. You make sandwiches without bread. and you put it push it on a stick, and again between the pieces.
Mm-hmm. You have meat and cheese, and you alternate or something.
And then you put a tomato or whatever.
Oh yeah, good idea. I like that.
Grilled cheese on a stick. Grilled cheese and tomato on a kebab.
That would be cold by the time I get done skewering it.
Melon, mozzarella, and prosciutto skewers. Whatever prosciutto is.
Prosciutto, isn't that cheese?
Thank you.
Is that a cheese?
Prosciutto, I don't know. Frozen yogurt-covered blueberry kebabs.
Oh.
All these ideas.
Okay.
Lemon, basil, strawberry, caprese skewers.
Okay, Caprice Polka.
What is the other restaurant that's opening up on 200?
It's a smokehouse.
What's it called? Black Cow or something?
Black Bear Smokehouse.
Black Bear.
Black Cow's a fertilizer. Black Bear Smokehouse.
And that's taking the place of the old Chinese restaurant?
Yeah, and then it turned into a Mexican restaurant, and now first it was Quincy's. For those of you who are old like us, that was the original Quincy's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then there's the fruity Rice Krispies kebabs. You know what that is. You just take the Rice Krispie squares and you put them on a stick and you put fruit between them.
Mm-hmm.
Tortellini salad skewers kebabs.
Okay.
Tortellini is those little pastas with the stuff inside of them, right?
Yeah.
Potato kebabs, baked chicken kebabs, baked chicken and waffle kebabs.
Ooh.
Steak and potato kebabs.
Yeah, now see, those are good. The baked chicken is good with potatoes. That's a good one.
Spiced scallop zucchini kebabs.
Okay.
No, thank you.
I'll go with the zucchinis and other veggies.
The Mojo pork kebabs.
Oh.
Mojo pork.
Did Rondo invent that? The Mojo pork kebabs.
The vegetable and tofu kebabs.
Okay, I can do that without the tofu.
The Samore kebabs. You just do. How do you push a stick through a graham cracker?
Yeah.
A break.
That'll be a challenge.
Gummy bear kebabs. Oh gosh, that doesn't sound good.
No.
The donut hole kebabs. Well, that's easy to do. We get those little munchkins from Dunkin' Donut and put a stick through them.
Yeah, exactly. That'll work.
Peanut butter brownie dessert kebabs. Banana split cupcake kebabs.
Oh, gosh, that'll be a challenge. You gotta get those mini.
And if you're wondering where this all came from, this is actually a trending topic right now.
Really?
Yeah, strawberry brownie kebabs is the last one. So there you go.
Wow.
There you go. Got you hungry for some food on the stick, and there you go. Well, just to wrap it up, if you are putting on any kind of an event and you would like to help out with the Marion County Literacy Council, you can hire us. You can hire a butler. Mm-hmm. The butler has a $25 price tag per hour. Our gig is your choice, whatever you want to give. Mm-hmm. To the Marion County Literacy Council. If you don't want to have us come out there, we will give you as a thank you gift a download card for the new album that I made over the past year.
Yep.
But it just came out last couple weeks ago.
16th of March.
So there you go. We'll
That's
give
why
that as
God
a thank you.
made
And if you already gave us some money here, it's waiting for you.
Yes.
We have the names of everybody who's brought us money here. So
yes, we have.
Robin will put these little cards in an envelope and come pick it up. It's yours. You can download the 15 songs for free.
Yes.
We'll be right back. Galen Unidal's coming up. I guess he's excited this morning because he's going on a cruise.
Yes, he is.
So we'll talk about blood. We'll talk about his cruise, and I'll tell him the recommended things not to bring on a cruise. Mm-hmm. And if you're wondering where the serious, hard-hitting news is, it's at 8:35. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Investigators in Germany searching the homes of the co-pilot in the crash in the French Alps, looking for answers into why he may have brought the plane down.
I think the most common thing we're hearing about in German press reports is a 6-month massive depression suffered during his training period, at which point he was demoted to flight attendant. And at that point, according to Bild newspaper again, his colleagues mocked him.
Fox's Amy Kellogg in the French Alps. The GOP-controlled Senate pushing through a balanced budget plan early this morning.
The spending blueprint repeals Obamacare and calls for more than $5 trillion in cuts over the next decade. Democrats call the Senate budget plan draconian. Plans in both chambers call for repealing the Affordable Care Act, and Republicans may have a shot at sending a bill that includes repeal to the president.
Fox Radio's Rachel Sutherland. And the Nigerian military says it's destroyed Boko Haram's headquarters, killing several extremists. Fox News. We report, you decide.
Fox News Early Prime, breaking down business news and its impact on your bottom line. Your World with Neil Cavuto.
That's how I do business. That's why I am business.
Bold positions and brash opinions on the topics America is buzzing about. The Five.
How do you think this will set in with the American people?
This will be the pulse of the nation.
Washington insight and political know-how from the best in the Beltway. Special report with Brett Baer.
The epicenter of the political world is here.
The number one place for fair and balanced coverage. Fox News Channel.
What's wrong with working hard to make our lives